Melliodora sits atop a gully in Hepburn. Every morning, Sue takes the goats down the gully to munch on the blackberry bushes. But it's not just a tasty snack. These goats are doing an important job for the residents of Hepburn in keeping the vegetation in the gully low, which is a way to reduce bushfire fuel. I'm about to tag along on today's walk to learn some more. This is a beautiful spot down here, but this isn't actually your land.
No, this is public land, and it's we use it like our land, but a lot of other people use it like their land too. This is the commons, and the commons have a great part in our society that we've forgotten about. We need to be out and about together and do things out and about in the environment, like bringing the goats down. We don't have enough land for them up there to feed them all year round. And by coming down here, we not only feed them on what they think is the best tucker ever, willow. You can see the big willows that are a continuing heritage of this part of the world. We also do bushfire prep stuff. So they're eating the blackberries, and I'm cutting the canes when they've finished eating and make another face for them to eat at.
Your main objective down here is to sort of clear the land of anything that might be provide kindling or fuel for any fires that come down?
Well, it's mainly, yes, we use all the small pieces of wood and even bigger pieces of wood, as you can see. We felled a few things, but a lot of branches that have just fallen. But by building the leaky weir, we're trying to build up here, catch the sediment and slow the water down and spread it out in the environment. And hopefully one day, maybe in 20, 25 years, this will be the level of the creek. So it will have caught all the sediment from upstream and built the creek up again from its eroded state. And that will help to conserve the water in the landscape and spread it out.
So you're sort of restoring the commons here?
Yeah.
But not necessarily to sort of pre-colonial states. You're restoring it to something different.
Yeah, well this, as you can see, nothing ever stays still, you know. There is a progression in the way that trees and plants move around the environment, and that's a normal state of affairs. I mean, pre-colonial wasn't fixed. That was just a particular date we've chosen in history because we have such guilt, I think, about what we did to the first peoples here. And we think that we can fix all that by going back to there. But had we not come, this nation still would have been so different from then without our interference at all. So we just need to acknowledge that and work with what we have around us, appreciate it, and try and work with what's going on in the systems. Here we're trying to reduce the blackberry down to a certain level so that all the dry canes underneath can't burn, because that's the problem. The blackberry itself is a great pioneer species. It will hold the bank. It will build soil the same as the gorse. And then other trees can emerge out of there because the kangaroos and wallabies and rabbits will eat whatever comes up. And the blackberries and gorse and broom act as tree guard against wallabies, rabbits and kangaroos.
From actually eating
it,
yeah. Right.
And then once they get out, you know, if the blackberry's fairly high, once they get out of that, they're away, and even if something does browse them, they can still, you know, grow well and become mature.
It's a very, very beautiful spot.
This was totally covered in blackberry, and it was, you can see where the path is up behind that big plum tree. The blackberries were about 6 foot above that path level, all down here. And if we walk a little further down, we can still see what the state of the gully is further down there.
Yeah, great. That sounds great. Let's go check it out.
Okay, goaties, let's go. What are you doing up there, you lot? Oh, come on. Come on, you naughties.
It took us a little bit longer than usual to herd the goats up the gully because I was very busy making friends. So we've been on quite a journey all the way through the gully and all the way back up, and just want to say thank you for a really beautiful walk. I've absolutely fallen in love with the goats.
It's hard not to. Now you understand why I want to be down here every day. And the environment out here, they show you all the beauty of the environment and what is edible and what isn't edible. You know, one thing is one thing for one person, totally different for another. So lots of different ways of looking at things. That's what I find exciting.
I also found it exciting that they're just so joyful and excited to be out in nature and eating, which I relate to.
Yeah, which I relate to totally.
Hopefully I can come back and visit sometime soon.
Absolutely. The more down the gully, the merrier.